Daygame. The solution for men the world over to get jiggy with hot, attractive, usually white women who are much hotter and attractive than you are. The sun is shining, the swans are swimming. The perfect time to approach that hottie who is 2 inches taller, 3 points hotter and 4 shades a lighter skin tone than you, Sandeep Jib Jib from Bangalore. In Warsaw, in Poland, home of skinny white women. What could go wrong? Oh wait, how about a global pandemic that totally empties the streets of women or anyone? How about the fact that the average day gamer gets a success ratio of much less than 2%, when they're honest, unless said day gamer wants to go to bed with girls in the £200 to £300 range, and even then it's doubtful. How about the fact that the vast majority of day gamers have absolutely no social intelligence whatsoever and stink up the streets of whatever town they descend on like locusts, causing alarm and distress for the local female population? Despite the somewhat tall stories you might hear to the contrary, it's all lies. Well, it looks like we have a bit of a conundrum here. A less than 2% success rate with somewhat average looking women, and yet there's virtually no women to talk to. Even a good day gamer spam approaches because they have to, with a measly 2% or less success rate. But you can't spam approach if there's no women around. So the conclusion is that the spam approach day game is over, and stick a fork in it. Now, I don't want to appear to be mocking low social IQ spam approach day gamers, although I am. But for you, dear listeners on my channel, you might be wondering what you can do about this. Well, it's funny you should mention this because I've distanced myself from spam approaching monkeys for years. In times like these, you need a more socially intelligent approach, which is where I come in. I'll give you 2 possible avenues to meet women in these difficult times. And let's start with avenue, or approach, number 1. Now bear in mind what's going on now. Personally, I'd describe the attitude of locals in the know as tolerant towards spam approaching day gamers. This was in the times when this was possible. Now, with Corona-chan paying a visit to every town and city worldwide, the conditions are no longer the same. If you're running around chasing women on the streets, number 1, you won't see enough volume, as we've already established. Number 2, you most definitely will draw attention to yourself. In countries like Poland, the local male population will see what you are doing. You'll stick out like a sore thumb. Don't be surprised if they come and have a word with you to find out what the hell you're up to. And number 3, spam approach day game was hard. Listen around, look at the stories online of people dropping out, about 95%. Why? Because of the rejection ratio, as we've already established. Even the well-known good day gamers, so to speak, have a measly 2% success ratio. You think it was bad before? Good luck trying that shit now. It's just not doable. For the spreadsheet junkie day gamers amongst you, I think we've passed a point where the ROI of your day game is actually worth it. Now this is all getting rather heavy. Let's bring that music back. Better. So what was I saying? I was talking about approaching women. Well, you need to make every approach count, and you can't be spam approaching anymore. You need a much higher approach to success ratio, if not just for your sanity. Now, I don't want to go to detail in this video. We're keeping it light over here. I have a 7-hour video series called The Secret Society, which explains how you can pull off this feat, to wit: not stinking the place up, not getting blown out time after time, and getting a much higher success ratio. And there's a link in the description below. Now, I know what you're thinking at this moment. This guy is just trying to sell me something. Well, I'll tell you, I'm really fucking sad right now. Corona-chan has fucked my business. Metaphorically speaking, she's politely inserting an oiled finger into my rectum at this moment. Give it a couple of weeks past this date, on the 12th of March 2020, and I anticipate a much more painful violation of my nether regions to be occurring. Now, the only way to make me happy at making videos again is you gotta buy a fucking product. Secret Society will do the job just fine. Or let's talk about approach number 2. Bonking hotties off of sugar daddy websites. Now, I'm going to let you into a secret that spam approaching Daygame monkeys don't know. A girl will drop whatever agenda she has if she's attracted to you. So when I mention gold diggers and sugar daddy websites, don't instantly recoil and don't dismiss it. I can tell you I've got a long history of bonking women off these sites without paying them a cent, because they like me for who and what I am. Now, bearing in mind Corona is sweeping the world right now and spam approaching is dead, you might want to consider internet dating. I know. Your past experience with internet dating was getting emails off £300 women whose profile picture depicts her eating a packet of Walker's crisps with an errant crumb dangling off her slightly hairy chin. Or you mass-mailed some sentimental guff to hundreds of women to no avail. Crickets and tumbleweeds. Not a sniff of that sweet punani for you. But this really is different, and I'm generously offering to tell you step by step how to meet a genuinely hot woman without being a chump, aka a sugar daddy. But do be prepared to buy her a drink and maybe even some food. Remember guys, I'm really fucking sad right now, and I don't want Tyrone paying me a visit. So there is another link in the description below for this super duper online dating service. Click, sign up and upgrade your account, and I'll tell you what's up. So here's your choices, 2 links in the description below to check out the non-spam approach way of approaching or the internet sugar daddy dating site hack. Choose well and choose fast before I get so sad that I can't make videos anymore.